Hi. How you guys doing tonight? This is Mom from Jay and Mom, and I'm coming in a solo project called Mom Takeover. Yes. So when I take over, that means Jay ain't involved. It's just Mom. So I told you guys that I was going to be doing some projects where I would be coming on by myself to talk on certain topics that kind of doesn't technically involve Jay, you know. So she's in the background, you guys, doing some editing so that we can possibly get some new footage out to you guys relatively soon. So when she gets in that groove, she just start popping them out. She be ready. And when she get dry, baby, she get dry.
You know what, Mama? Hey, y'all.
That's her America.
Stop coming at me, Mama.
Okay, so diving right on in. I have a question for you guys tonight. What do you think about marriage? Are you for marriage? Are you against marriage? Are you undecided about marriage? What do you think about marriage? Because me personally, I love marriage. I think that I was designed to be married. I would so much rather be married than to be single. And is being married hard? I wouldn't say it's hard, but I will say that it is work. It's difference between hard and work. And that's a lot of things that our young people today don't realize is that big old expensive wedding that you paying for, baby, that's not the marriage. That honeymoon, that's not the marriage. The marriage begins the day you step back in that house after that honeymoon, and life goes on from that moment on. So when you set yourself up for false pretenses such as, oh my God, my wedding and my honeymoon and my bridal party and my luncheon, the dinners and everything, that's wonderful. That's a wonderful, wonderful party because that's what it is. It's a party, an event. Marriage is not a party and marriage is not an event. It happens completely after everything gets over. And another thing too is that what kind of marriage do you look to have? Because I believe that today marriage is taking so laxy-daisy that one minute folks are married, the next minute I'm like, I can't do this. I don't want to be married. No, we getting a divorce. And I'm not saying stay in a marriage that is unhealthy, that is physical, mental, spiritual, whatever kind of abuse that's going on up in there. No, I'm not saying that. Please don't take that from what I'm saying. I'm talking about we may disagree about something. And the disagreement may last a little longer than it needs to. I always ask myself this question. Would I rather be happy or would I rather be right? That's a question, ladies, we have to ask ourselves. Would I rather be happy or would I rather be right? Because sometimes trying to be right is not always going to make you happy. Yeah, you got your point across. You stuck it. And you was right. But guess what? If the argument is still going on, the tension is still there, the anger is still there, the madness is still there, you ain't won nothing. The happiness is not coming in because you cannot deeply inside have good satisfaction inside of you that you were right because you won. No. You know what I'm saying? Winning is not everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to say, you know what? Okay, I heard you, you heard me. How about you go that way, I go that way, and we gonna give it some time to marinate. You know, let's let it marinate for a minute. You go pray in your corner, I'm gonna go pray in my corner. And then when the Lord speaks to the both of us again, then we can come on back in here together and try to work this out again. But when we come back, let us both agree to come back with different thoughts and different mindsets. So that's another thing that I think a lot of young people don't understand and they don't see is the opportunity to not always be right, especially when it comes down to your marriage and even with your kids. Because I hear a lot of kids say today that why is it so hard for parents to admit when they wrong? Why is it so hard for parents to say that they're sorry? You know, that's that I want to be right thing. You know, because if you wrong, whether it's your child or not, why can't you say I'm sorry? If you did something that was out of order, why you can't say, oh, that's on me. I messed that up right there. That's my bad. My bad. Shouldn't have did that. You right, little one, junior, princess, or whoever. You're right. Mommy was wrong. Daddy was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I really don't speak a lot on men because I don't believe in schooling men. I don't do that because I'm a woman. I can speak for a woman. And I believe men should speak for men. But as women, we can say what we as women would like from our men. We can say what we expect from men. But as far as schooling a man, no, I don't do that. Nope, nope, nope. Not my gift. God didn't call me to do that. Nope, he didn't tell me to do that. He ain't told no woman to do that. That's a man's job. And I let a man have a man's job. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to marriage, how often do you get so comfortable in your marriage that you don't communicate that the things that you like or the things that you need or the things you're lacking or the things you desire? Because I think we have to keep continually as women speak, no, to talk to our mates and not speak at our mates. Because I think they have a tendency to hear you when you talk, but they have a tendency to tune you out when you speaking. Because when we speaking, we be like, and then and the head and everything else, and then rolling around. Honey, you lost him when you was going. You lost that brother, okay? He gone. He is after no. You know what I'm saying? He gone. He ain't heard you. He ain't trying to hear you. So we can't. Let's talk, ladies. Let's talk. And when you talk, pray and ask God to help you get the feelings out the way before you start talking. Because we are emotional beings. We are emotional beings already. So by us already being emotional beings and we get in our feelings, honey, we can say some stuff that ain't right. I'm just going to say it like that. It ain't right. You got to watch. We got to watch what leaves off the tongue. So don't speak at them because they don't hear you. They've tuned you out for the speaking at them. They're not going to do that. We need to learn how to talk to them. And the thing of it is I've learned over being married for over 18 years, going on 19 years, is that speak on it when it happens, because that's just like anything else. If you continue to let the layers pile on and on and on and on, the more you pile them layers on, what is it doing? It's getting heavier and heavier. So that when you do get ready to speak on it, it just what? Psh, it explodes. You explode because you finna get everything off your chest that you think you want to say, need to say, and got to say. And then what you doing? You speaking. You not talking, you speaking. So then at that point, he ain't hearing you. He's not hearing you. Y'all going back and forth, and really, neither one of you guys are hearing each other at all. You're really not hearing each other at all. So I feel like that you talk about it when it first happens, so that at that point, you can be calm in expressing what it is that was said that rubbed you the wrong way, what it was that was done that rubbed you the wrong way, what wasn't said that you needed to have been said that wasn't said that rubbed you the wrong way, and what was done that needs to be done that rubbed you the wrong way. So speak on it right then and there. But before you speak on it, pray first and ask God, give me a calm tongue, give me a calm spirit. Because if one person is calm, 9 times out of 10, the other person cannot argue by themselves. They can't get all hyper and going crazy all by themselves. It takes 2 to do that. So I find too that, and it's not saying all mates are like this, whether it's male or female, I'm just speaking, that if one of us stay calm, eventually the other one ain't gonna get too crazy. Because it's like you didn't come to me that way, so why should I come at you that way when you didn't come to me that way? So try to be very, very mindful when you getting ready to address something, because I think it's okay to address it. You need to address it, but at the same time, it's just doing it in the proper way. Pray, ask God to guide you before you start speaking, because it will narrate the dynamics of your conversation before it leaves your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And the way you walk into the room also tells where you at about the situation. If you come up and down, mm-hmm, mm-hmm, oh yeah, mm-hmm, mm, mm-mm-mm, mm. Sizing them up, looking them up and down. Uh, I need to talk to you. We need to talk. You know what? You already gone. Because he done already felt your aura. He done saw your disposition, and it's so disrespectful. And when we get in those old feelings, that some disrespect can come all off, and we ain't even open our mouth. It's like, mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. You get the rocking in, you get the shaking, boy, the leg moving to 90 miles an hour. You just like, I cannot wait till you get up in here. And guess what? You done messed up that whole potential conversation before it ever got started. Pray and ask God to move you out of the way and allow him to speak through you. Speak through me. And sometimes right away conversations is not always meant to be had. Sometimes it takes some things to be marinated and just put off for maybe a day or two or something like that. And some things you may need to address right away so that it can be talked about and nothing else added on. Because if something else piled on, that's just going to make you even more angrier than you were before. So in marriages and in any relationship, people always say, oh man, that's so cliche. Y'all always say communication is the key to everything. Baby, communication is the key to everything, okay? Everything. No matter when it come down to your finances, communication. Y'all got to be on the same page. You all got to talk. We got to talk about how these finances going to rock and roll. When it come down to raising those kids, y'all need to be on the same page, because babies, them little jokers can play y'all against each other if y'all don't watch yourselves. They got little minds, baby. They can turn around, be manipulating you over here, manipulating him over there. No, y'all got to come together. So when they come, don't try it. What your daddy say? Did daddy say no? Then why are you in here asking me? What did your mama say? Did your mama say no? Why are you asking me? That's one accord, people. You see what I'm saying? With anything, with anything y'all want to do it in house-wise, in education-wise, work-wise, whatever. Communication just 100% is the key to everything. You need that. We got to have it. You know what I'm saying? So young people, don't be so quick to, and it's just not young people. Don't get me wrong. So I don't want nobody saying, oh, she putting us in a bag. Why is she talking about young people? Well, all people. Let me say all people. All people, don't be so quick to jump out if it's not a really toxic situation. Pray and ask God. Then after praying, get you some counseling. Let me tell you something. Counseling is not a bad thing. It really is not. Sometimes we like counseling. I don't need no help. I ain't crazy. Counseling don't mean you crazy. Counseling mean you smart. That means you had enough sense to know something is wrong that I cannot fix on my own. And God has led me to say, go get some spiritual counseling. It ain't nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing, people. Trust me. A lot of people probably wish that they had done so, and maybe things would be a little bit different. Maybe they would. They wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But don't be so afraid of not looking into getting some counseling. And another thing, yes, love is one thing. Get some counseling before you get married, because getting some counseling before you get married will definitely also help you to deal with a lot of the issues and situations that are going to come up in your marriage, so that you will already know how to deal with, because you went and got some counseling. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with that. That's a good thing too. You must do something like that in order to help mature, nurture, grow, support, and make a circle, like that wedding band, that circle all around your relationship. And that's exactly what that's going to do. It's going to do that. So simply, we must look at, what does marriage mean to you? And I want some of you guys to hit me with the questions, hit me with the comments, hit me with anything. I'm not a doctor. No, I'm not. I ain't got no theology and all that stuff like that. I'm speaking on experience. That's all I'm speaking on, experience for me. You see what I'm saying? Me. So, and just because this is what works for me, don't mean it's going to work for you. But I dare you to try prayer and God, then your marriage, and I bet you'll come back and tell me, oh yeah, it will work for you. It's going to work for you, because if it don't, then I don't know what kind of marriage that is. I'm sorry. I can't help you. If God can't help you, Lord, I can't help you. Nothing I'm saying makes no difference if God can't help you. I'm just being for real. I'm just being for real. So at the end of the day, I always tell people, whether it's in marriage, school, relationships, children, whatever, start right so you can end right. Start right so you can end right. If you start wrong, 9 times out of 10, sometimes you might get a little bit lucky. A little bit lucky. 9 times out of 10, it'll end wrong. It'll end wrong. But we don't want to think on ending wrong. We want to think on positivity. We want to think on love. We want to think on relationships. We want to think on growing old together. We want to think on the grandkids on your knees, and you bounce them up and down, and you about to go crazy. Your knees then gave out, and you're like, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. I'm too old for that. We want to do all that. So my question is to you, what does marriage look like to you? What does it look like to you? Or are you a person that loves to be single? Because there are some people out here that loves to be single. They don't want to get married. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nowhere wrote or designed that says everybody must be married. Everybody at least need to be married at least one time in their lifetime. No, it's not written anywhere down like that. It's no place written like that. So my question is, what does marriage look like to you? Or are you a person that can never see yourself married? You love being single? Or are you a person that once was married and still deals with the hurt and the anger from being married before, which clouds the judgment in the heart, because it's guarded. The mind and the heart is guarded because of what happened in the past, that you could never open your door to marriage again. And and I always ask another question too, is that I hear a lot of times where people say, I need this and I need that and I need this and I need this and this is what I need and this is what I need. But then I always ask the question, what you bring to the table? I heard everything that you need, but I didn't hear what you say that you can bring to the table. Because it's easy to say what you need, but what are you bringing to the table? Are you bringing anything to the table to say, well, this is what I have to offer. This is what I can do. This is what I want to do. This is what I can do. What do you have to bring to the table for the relationship, the marriage, whatever, more so than just always stating what you need? It's okay to put what we need out. Don't get me wrong. Chop it down, women. Chop the legs down, because I'm chopping you down before you stand up. I'm not saying not to state what you need. Everybody needs to state what they need and what they accept, what they don't accept, what they want, what they don't want. But at the same time, when you get through saying what I need, what I want, what I don't need, what I don't want, where do you find the time to put in there what you can bring to the table? Because they waiting to hear that now. You didn't told them everything what you ain't gonna accept from them. So now they looking at you like, okay, when you get done, what you bringing to the table? What you got to offer? You know, what can we expect from you? Because I done heard everything about what you don't want, what you do want, what you don't need, what you want, what you ain't gonna accept. You know, they want to hear that. So I'm gonna cut this off right here for tonight because we'll be picking up this topic again. There's gonna be other different topics that I want to hit you guys with. I want to talk to you guys about and different things like that. So I want you guys to seriously think about it. And I want you to hit me up. And if you want to keep it personal, I understand that. You messenger me, inbox me, and I'll keep you off, YouTube. I would not exploit you. I will talk with you outside, if that's what you want to do. I would never exploit anybody like that way that don't want to post themselves publicly out there, and they want to keep it private. So I'm challenging all of you guys to hit me up and tell me, what does marriage look like to you? What does relationships in marriages look like to you? And if it doesn't look like anything for you, then tell me, why do you see yourself as wanting to be single and wanting to stay single? Because there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are meant to be single. It's nothing wrong with being single. And you can be happy in your singleness. You can be saved in your singleness. You can be free in your singleness. God honors all of that, and he protects all of that. Whether it's marriage, he covers that. Singleness, he covers that. Husband and wives, he covers them. He covers children. He covers everything. Every jobs, health, he covers it all. So please don't think that I'm just 100% saying everybody in the world needs to go somewhere and get married. No, I'm not saying that. That's foolery at its finest. I wouldn't say that. So, like I said, come back with me. Let me know, you guys. And like I said, I'm going to be coming back to you all from time to time with different topics that is not going to include Jay, because this is a topic right here that has absolutely nothing to do with Jay. So she didn't need to be in this one. Ain't nobody saying nothing about you. See, there she go, y'all. She's supposed to be over there listening and editing. She got her nose all over here in the grown-up business. Boy, what I tell you. So before I end this tonight, I want to say this. People, please, if I don't say anything else to you tonight that is worth listening to, please, you all have a few more days. November the 3rd will be here before we know it. Please go and vote. Get up and vote. Get up and take somebody else that needs to vote. Get up and get somebody to that voting poll that needs to register. They can register right there on that spot and vote. Anybody in your house that is over the legal age of 18, tell them to get up and vote. And if they living in your house, make them vote. You living in my house, get up, vote. Because you living in my roof. You eat my food. You turn on my lights, using my water. You sucking up my heat. Go vote. You know what I'm saying? You all, this is a very, very, very tricky election. This is a very, very important election. Y'all, I'm not going to even tell y'all what my baby boy just did, but boy was disrespectful. Just take it from that. He down there being real disrespectful, but I'm proud of him because he sat through the whole thing without making a sound until he just disrespected me. Oh my God. And now he looking at me like he's stupid because he know what he did. He know what he did. He wrong people. He wrong America. He is wrong. Ugh. Lord, he wrong. This dog is so wrong. Oh, yeah, you can stop looking at me, little boy. But yes, getting back to a more serious topic. I'm sorry. Get up and vote. It's a tricky, tricky election. We have to be very, very careful because the devil is busy. The devil is busy. The devil is busy. And we must chop him off at the knees. Chop the devil off at the knees and let him know we ain't down for the foolery. We ain't standing for it. We're not going to stand for it. God reigns and rules over all. And that means all of us. Even those who don't think he rules and reigns over them. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He granted you the right to breathe his breath, to open your eyes and see his beauty, to smell it, and to touch it. So when you get through talking, yes, he reigns over you too. Okay? But I need my people to get up and vote. I need you guys to get up and vote. Because especially in the African American community, do you know what our ancestors had to go through with in order for us to vote? Well, all we got to do is go outside. Some of us may have to walk down the street, stand in line. Some of us got the beauty, the luxury, the blessing to go outside and turn the key in their car and drive to go vote. So you mean to tell me people who walk for miles and miles was beat, killed, hung, a whole lot of other different things, shot, did what they needed to do to get this right to vote, and we gonna waste it? We gonna be disrespectful? We gonna spit in their memory? We gonna spit in their face? How dare you? No, you don't do that. And you, as young people growing up, my age, the ones before me, you all tell these young people what our people went through to get to this point. Let them know the reason why it is so important for them to get out and vote, because of what they ancestors who died before them encountered in order for them to stand in that line. You understand me? And this don't take away from no other race, but I'm just talking strictly right here to my own. I'm breaking this down and making it really personal, okay? I'm talking to my own people. You understand me? You guys, get up and do what you need to do. You owe it to your children, your grandchildren, your great-grands, and on down the line. That's what you owe it to. And you say, well, this is only a 4-year. I get the point. Don't ask the theory. Get the point, okay? Because you know the theory and you know the point. Don't play. Okay? Do your research. Do your research. Because as an election judge, I can't tell you who to vote for, nor would I do that. Do your research. You know what I'm saying? Wink, wink. Do your research. Because doing your research, you'll discover a lot of different things. You discover a lot of different things about a lot of different of the candidates that run for different offices. You see what I'm saying? And those offices are very important equally as well. You must do your research in order to gain the right people and the right seats to take care of the right things, to do the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? So do your research. If you have a question as a polling worker, I can answer that for you because I know the answers. And I can talk to you in reference to the question. I can't talk to you about no candidate. Now that I can tell you up front, I cannot do that. But if you have a question about voting, if you were wanted to vote by mail and changed your mind, what do you do for that? Or if you sent it in already and you change your mind and you want to go do it in person, how do you do that? Just reach out and I can tell you all of that because it can happen. You know what I'm saying? If you got your vote in your hand and you don't want that vote by mail in your hand and you're scared to drop it in one of the boxes because you're scared what may happen, I have the answer to that one equally as well. Okay? So what you can do. So reach out, hit me up, messenger me, send me, tell me you need to talk, give me your info. I'll pull you to the side and this can be a personal conversation. You understand? It doesn't have to be publicly. But please, 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 for the love of God, please, I implore you. I'm begging you, and I don't beg nobody to do nothing. Anybody know me? No, I don't do the begging. But I'm begging y'all on this one. Please get up and vote. Stand up. Take your place. Vote. Make your generation proud. And when I'm meaning your generation, I'm not just talking about the people you stand right now. I'm talking about that generation pool that goes down the line. Down the line. See, I've been taking my baby since she was little. We still take her to this day. See what I'm saying? up until she's old enough to vote. You know what I'm saying? So that when God blesses her with her family, take them out there and do the same. Let them know how important it is. Show them what your ancestors fought for them to be able to do, for their mom to be able to do, what their dad is able to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it like that, people. And I'm gonna end it on that note. Power is in numbers. Power is in numbers. One can't stand alone. Power is in the numbers. Okay? So I'm going to end this on that tonight, and that I will be coming back to you guys with more content. Anything that you guys may want me to talk about as well, inbox me, and I will give it a look over and touch on it and talk about it. So once again, from me to you guys, love, love, love. Wink, wink, wink. And I'm going to be coming back with you guys again really soon. All right? Have a good night, everyone. Much love. Peace.